There is a creature alive today who has survived millions of years of evolution without change, without passion, and without logic. It lives to kill, a mindless eating machine. It will attack and devour anything. It is as if God created the devil and gave him jaws.
It was seen by 67 million people.
It took 2 years to make.
It was shown in 40 countries and in 17 languages.
It was nominated for 18 awards.
It is based on a best-selling novel.
It is the original Shark Attack movie.
It is Jaws. Let's listen to the dialogue from the start of this film again.
There is a creature alive today who has survived millions of years of evolution without change, without passion, and without logic. It lives to kill, a mindless eating machine. It will attack and devour anything. It is as if God created the devil and gave him jaws.
This was taken from the original trailer for Jaws, but is it fair? Are these animals really a mindless eating machine? Well, let's look at the facts. Likelihood of being killed in a shark attack, 1 in 11 million. Likelihood of being killed by drowning, 1 in 3.5 million. Likelihood of being killed by lightning, 1 in 3 million. Likelihood of being killed in a plane crash, 1 in 100,000. So why are sharks portrayed by the media as such killers when the odds are so small? Is it because people find it easier to hate and fear something that has a face or a mind? People don't seem to realise that just because sharks can think and have sharp teeth and blank eyes, it doesn't make them evil. They hunt for food just like any other animal, and very rarely does one actually develop a taste for human blood. Most of the attacks on humans are accidental. Compare these two pictures. This picture of a diver has been edited to how a shark would see it. They see in black and white and have sharp vision. However, compare this picture of a turtle, edited in the same way, and ask yourself if this is an easy mistake to make for a creature of relatively low intelligence. However, the shark in Jaws has clearly developed a taste for human blood, and is a fairly accurate portrayal of this rare occurrence. However, does this justify such a cynical description and portrayal of them generally? Could it be that they are inciting hate? Or were the filmmakers just looking for an exciting storyline? I doubt a film where a shark makes one accidental attack then leaves of its own accord would have sold as well.
People have a primordial fear of the unknown. For example, the dark. People aren't necessarily scared of the dark. They're scared of the shadows around the corner, the flickering lights of the lampposts, and the funny cloaked figure walking down the street. In this film, the fear is of the ocean, its vast open spaces and incomprehensible depths, the dark murky waters which can hide all sorts of dangers. We are scared of the unexpected and unknown. The example in this film is that we don't see the shark until about halfway through. After the film Jaws was made, the ignorance of human fear became clear. Sharks were killed in their thousands because we thought they were out to get us and wouldn't stop till they tasted human blood, which obviously isn't true. Sharks, like us, have certain body language that we don't necessarily understand. Jaws had a great impact on anybody who saw it. It literally scared a generation out of the water. People swam around the paranoia of the man-eating shark, which is what made this film so successful. It played with people's primordial fear and wild imagination to great effect.
If the film's view of sharks is negative, its view of the tourism industry is perhaps even more so. Through the character of the mayor, the film makes another villain out of this institution. He is constantly disagreeing with Brody and only thinking about what will make him the most immediate money, without consideration of risking innocent lives or even the negative publicity of another attack. Is this view justified? In the real world cases, the officials wouldn't be so heartlessly calculating, would they? Unfortunately, a bull shark attacked a man in the 1950s, and despite numerous witnesses, the beaches were not closed. Less than a week later, a young boy was attacked and killed. Post-mortems revealed that it was the same shark that killed him. However, it still took a third attack, where luckily the victim survived as it was in shallow water, for the local authorities to close the beach. Why? It was summer, and the middle of the tourist season. Sound familiar? However, sometimes the local authorities can be far more compassionate. After Rodney Fox was attacked by a great white in 1963, the local authorities closed the beach immediately, even though there was a spearfishing contest going on. Or perhaps it was because of that. They couldn't risk any more people going into bloody water with a hungry shark in the vicinity, with the intention of catching what would basically amount to shark bait. This film operates on a worst-case scenario basis, with the sharks and the institutions. However, many films have done this before and have since, so why is it such a big deal? Well, when a mostly innocent species is persecuted and killed as a result, that should indicate that you should have done things differently. They made the same mistake on Jaws 2. By Jaws 3 it didn't really matter, because people were hating the production team more than the shark. Anyone who's seen Jaws 3 will know what I mean. They ran out of novel ideas about halfway through Jaws 2. But anyway, I digress. The big question is, does the tourism industry deserve this portrayal? What do you think? So, after looking at both the shark and the authorities, we are left with the question, who is the real villain here? On first impressions, it seems the very obvious answer is the shark. After all, he goes around terrorising and killing innocent people. However, he is only doing what comes naturally to him. On the other hand, the mayor is willing to risk the lives of innocent people to make as much money from summer tourists as possible. So by not thinking about public safety, the mayor has almost let the shark in, and as so little is understood about them, they pay the price for the mayor's ignorance and greed.
The film ventured into the depths of the mind and played with the fear we cannot explain. It created a new phenomenon, a movie to raise the bar. In fact, the idea for the movie was a bit shaky, and the director, Steven Spielberg, wasn't entirely convinced that it would work, especially when they had a popular novel to live up to. They weren't even sure if people would believe it. The production values weren't actually that amazing, what with a Pac-Man-like shark that is so oversized it almost makes it humorous.
It was incredibly scary. It made me very scared for about a week. I went to Spain and was very scared to go in the water.
It was very well made for the era.
Jaws was silly. The music is effective, but is now overused.
It's a classic bit of music that goes do-do-do-do.
It was a classic. I got obsessed with sharks afterwards.
It was unrealistic. It had no effect on me.
I thought it was a good storyline, but the shark looked fake. It made me laugh. I thought the music was boppy.
It's a classic, but not good. It wasn't too gory.
It was good and scary at times. I didn't like going in the water anyway. It made me even more afraid.
I went swimming after I saw it on holiday, and a crab pinched my foot. I was so scared, I thought it was a shark. I'm gonna kill you for this, you guys.
What made the film was a combination of things. The music had a huge impact and set the atmosphere brilliantly. The theme tune has become an icon of the filming industry and is recognised worldwide. And many other things also made the film more interesting. The subtle humour makes the shark scene seem even more horrific. The clever use of camera angles allows us to see from the shark's point of view. Also, the fishing boat is called Orca, which is the only animal able to kill a great white shark. Overall, it was a great film and shaped the attitudes of the people who saw it, and got itself a firm place in our memories and the filmmaking history. Don't go swimming.
There's a lady who's sure all that glitters is gold, and she's buying the stairway